The march of the Amenta will continue, and it is time to prioritize our next target. Human forces have finally become organized. The bulk of their resistance is now centered around the fortress world of Naucratis. Once the Imperium becomes invested in one of their so-called crusades, or they determine that one of their industrial hellscape planets is essential, they will invest an inconvenient amount of resources in retaining the aforementioned industrial hellscape. The orcs will remain a nuisance. From reports Khafra sent, Warboss Scraplooter's top commando, a creature that went by the name of Agent Orkio 7, managed to evade my patrolling fleets in my absence. Khafra, would you mind explaining how exactly these primitive creatures evaded us?
Apparently he painted a rock fleet purple, and that was sufficient enough to evade our most sophisticated scans. He then landed on the slave world of Dendara. Since then, they have been waging a guerrilla war against the slave militia and their Necron overseers. They have disrupted the construction of our most prized monoliths there.
And what has been done to remedy the problem?
The Lord responsible for this failure has been dealt with and replaced. Warp dampening technology will be sent out to the borders of Orc space so their idiotic war powers will not be able to manifest and cause any more unforeseen disruptions.
Oh, curse the greenskins. As irritating as this all is, the Imperials are still more likely to cobble together an effective offensive. They must be destroyed first. Eliminate the orcs from Dandara, and then redouble our patrols. We must also look for opportunities to eliminate Scraplooter and cause the orcs to collapse into infighting. Until then, if the orcs are going to remain a thorn, let us coax them to be a thorn in someone else's side. In the meantime, I would like to speak with the Lord General of the Imperial Forces.
Why? You'll have a more productive conversation with the orcs. All you are going to hear from this one are countless threats and statements of blind faith to their God Emperor.
Yes, but there are still things to learn about the way a man makes these empty statements.
You think you can get something out of him then?
I do. Call it woman's intuition.
Very well, my Faerun. Hailing Lord General Achilleus of Imperial High Command.
It was not long before the Lord General's face appeared on screen. He was a stout older man whose face bore the weight of many campaigns. Merit Neith idly wondered what her own face would have looked like after all the horrors she had witnessed.
Have you come to seek terms, Xenos? We ask none, and we offer none. We will purge you from this galaxy.
Lord General Achilleus, well met. By your statement, can I assume that you will not remove your forces from my ancestral holdings?
This galaxy is humanity's by right. Whatever ancient claim you had is of no concern to us.
Very well. You have doomed all of your men. You will be remembered as one of the greatest failures mankind has ever seen. Responsible for the deaths of untold billions. I will leave no trace that you or your men ever existed. You ask for no terms. Then these shall be the terms that I shall enforce upon you. Farewell, Lord General.
Well, that was about as unproductive as expected.
You need to open your eyes and ears, Khafra.
What do you mean?
Was it not obvious? I suspect General Achilleus was transmitting our discussion to his men. The way he spoke, he seemed like he was speaking to an audience. Demonstrates a bit of bravado and defiance to inspire his men. I planted the seed of doubt in their minds, painted a picture where every single one of them was wiped out, with not even a whiff of glory to their name. Only crushing, complete failure. I may have just struck the first blow of this campaign.
Shall I move the fleet out then?
Make it so, Khafra. And send the destroyers in the vanguard. They were rather upset when they were teleported back to the ships and not allowed to pursue the Eldar and annihilate them. I have made a threat of total war, and I have every intention of following through on that promise.
No man do they call me, my mother and my father, and all my comrades as well. Thank you all for listening to this week's episode of The Price of Eternity. If you enjoyed what you heard, please leave a like and comment so that ruthless, nihilistic, soulless robots don't arrive to make an example of your home planet. And if you haven't yet done so, please subscribe in order to hear more stories about restoring the glory of a long-lost dynasty. If you would like to support me, you can do so via Patreon or PayPal. Both of those will be linked below. And if you have absolutely no idea what's going on, you can click on the Price of Eternity playlist, which should be appearing on screen right now. Thank you all very much once again. No Man out.